matchup of the weekend across baseball. The last two champions, the 2023 champ Texas Rangers and the defending champ Los Angeles Dodgers. The middle game in a three-game series after the Dodgers took the opener 3-0 last night. We welcome you inside. Hope you're having a great weekend. That's the Hall of Famer John Smoltz. I'm Joe Davis. So Texas Rangers, I mean, glass half empty. They're not hitting it all, but the glass half full. They're still finding a way to win games. The pitching's been awesome.
It has. Last year, kind of everything went wrong. This year, the West is wide open. A lot of people think the Rangers are the team to beat, and mainly because of that pitching. They've been really, really good. They've added two young pitchers to the rotation, a healthy Jacob deGrom, and of course tonight's starter Uvalde is one of the best. So the Rangers have been good on the mound, not so good at the plate.
Yeah, and Bruce Bochy keeps saying we're going to hit, and the reason is the guys that they have track records of hitting throughout their careers.
He said he would do cartwheels knowing that he's in first place with these kind of numbers. These kind of numbers will not continue. He's confident of that, and when they start hitting and combine it with that really good pitching, they're going to be tough to beat.
Bochy's club last year was the first one, or the most recent one, to feel what it's like to be the defending champion trying to repeat. It's not happened since the Yankees at the turn of the century. On the other side, the Dodgers are trying to snap that skid, and a lot of people think they're the team to do it.
I've never seen a team get that much better after winning a championship like the Dodgers did. They went out, and what did they do? They spend, and they spent a lot on pitching. Their depth now, they had a lot of beat-up starters last year, not so much now because they have 8 or 9 to choose from. Tonight's starter is one of those wild cards, Sasaki. I think he's got a chance, and the upside is so good. He hasn't thrown enough strikes so far, and they're kind of waiting for him to get acclimated to this style of baseball. Watch what happens to him in the second half.
Yeah, much better his last 2 times out. Walked everybody first couple games, but signs of progress for the 23-year-old from Japan. Couple defending champs, couple first-place teams facing off here. The Texas Rangers and the former Dodger, Corey Seager, won MVP in the World Series for both these teams, and last year's star, Freddie Freeman. Dodgers and Rangers head-to-head on Fox.
I put the town to shame.
Not even this series up at a game apiece. We're getting close to the first pitch. Before we do, we go down to the field. Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Shohei Ohtani out of the lineup a second straight day. He's with his wife, Mamiko, who is due to give birth to their first child. The third and final day of Ohtani's stint on the paternity list would be tomorrow. The Dodgers made a move earlier, activating Evan Phillips and placing Blake Trinan on the injured list with forearm tightness. Trinan is headed for an MRI, but the Dodgers do not believe the injury to be serious. And finally, Roki Sasaki, making his 5th Major League start. He told me yesterday that his delivery was much more in sync in his last 2 outings. His opponent today, the Texas Rangers, well, they were one of the teams that wanted him badly last offseason. Joe?
All right, Kenny, everybody lined up for Sasaki, chose the Dodgers, and gets ready for his 5th start today. The lineup for his team will look like this. With no Shohei Ohtani, it's Tommy Edman, who stepped into that leadoff spot yesterday and started the game with a home run against Jacob deGrom. A couple former MVPs follow him, and Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Tasker Hernandez made his case on a 1-year contract last year, parlayed that into a long-term deal with L.A. Conforto's in left field hitting 5th. Will Smith is off to a fantastic start as the catcher out of the 6th spot. Then it's Muncy, Eddie Rosario, and Andy Pages, with Rosario getting the call up with Ohtani away. Dave Roberts looks over there at his old manager Bruce Bochy, and we take a look at today's same-game parlay, available now on FanDuel. You need Freddie Freeman and Corey Seager both to record an RBI. And Adolis Garcia is off to a good start for the Rangers to get a hit. And he'd be a winner, who with a win would move past Dusty Baker for 6th on the all-time list. He's hoping his offense can get going. This is how they line up today, with Josh Smith back in there for the first time since Sunday. He's been dealing with a thumb issue. Adolis Garcia bats clean up. Jock Peterson slides down to hit 5th as he tries to end the 0-4 forever. Josh Young 6th. Harris, Higashioka, and Taveras to round things out against the 23-year-old phenom from Japan, Roki Sasaki, who struggled in his first 2 games, but his last 2 against good lineups, a run over 4 innings in Philadelphia, and then a run over 5 innings against what has been the top offense in baseball this year in the Cubs. His first pitch today is a little high to Marcus Semien. So what have you seen so far from Sasaki?
Well, there's a lot to like, and the one thing that needs improvement, there's probably all revolves around strikes and strike throwing.
cracked to right center field. Teoscar Hernandez is there for the first shot.
But the biggest thing that he has going for him is that split finger factor.
There is no better hitter on the planet. Cranks this ball in the air to left center field. Pages going back at the wall. He makes the grab. Andy Pages over the wall to steal a home run. It's the second time that Andy Pages has robbed a home run over the last week and a half.
This was about as smooth as it gets. No big deal. Almost had an issue with his left fielder. You know how I feel about the height of these walls. I think it's perfect, and it's one of the most exciting plays in the game.
Looking like an old John Smoltz during BP out there. 2 outs. Josh Smith, strike one. Andy Pages, who has struggled at the plate so far in his second season in the major leagues. He's struggled defensively too, but a couple big-time highlight plays. Took a grand slam away from Michael Busch of the Cubs last weekend. And it takes a home run away from the former Dodger Corey Seager right here. Here comes the payoff. Got him swinging. Went to the slider, which he's bringing along. Andy Pages over the wall to rob Seager of a home run and keep this a scoreless game after one. It's Adolis Garcia to start the second for the Rangers against Hiroki Sasaki. Retired the side in order in the first. First pitch of the second is a fastball smoked up the middle to a perfectly positioned Tommy Edman, and one pitch, 1 out.
Well, the last pitch of the first inning is one of the pitches that Dave Roberts is going to love to see, and this breaking ball is going to be huge if he can hit with that a little bit more often, because then you've got a pitch going away from a lefty and a one going in. So that breaking ball, an upgrade, will help. And I'm going to make a prediction here. It's just this kind of start with a new team.
Chases, strike three. Splitter gets him. And for more on Jock Peterson, down to Kenny.
Joe, I talked to Jock yesterday, and he said he feels badly about two things. One, that he's let the fans down.
Confusion when you're staring at that line of where you hit the ball.
Chopper, Muncy picks it on a backhand, and Muncy made two tremendous plays in the ninth inning last night. Makes one right there.
Your lineup continues to do well.
That ball's hit hard to deep left field. Conforto's going back, and Higashioka gets it just over his glove for a home run. Conforto that close to bringing it back. The Rangers can exhale as Higashioka hits his first home run in a Texas uniform.
Another close one, and if he'd have been back just a little bit quicker, he would have been able to get more height on that jump. And a sneaky signing here for the Rangers, picking up this young man for obviously his catching skills, but now his hitting.
Dominant 4 seasons there. To third, and Muncy. Had 2 ERA over his 4 years. And started that career as a 19-year-old, so a big-time hyped prospect. Could have gone. 8th pitch coming here. Seager takes ball 4. Second walk of the inning. Punches short. Mookie Betts to the bag to finish off this 3rd inning. Rangers get their first base runners.
These are the kind of guys you don't have to throw a strike to with 2 strikes.
Fastball elevated to get him. 3rd for Sasaki. Moving 95 miles per hour. Back to Sasaki. 2 out. Sasaki home with a payoff. Driven the other way, Teoscar Hernandez goes back on it, and a leaping catch on the warning track. Finish off a 1-2-3-4 for Sasaki. The Hiroki Sasaki's been, Johnny came in averaging about 20 pitches per inning. He's at 56 over 4 innings here. And he goes to work against the bottom of the Texas lineup. Popped out of his hand, ball 1.
Well, a big reason is 73% until that pitch. First pitch strike, as compared to in the season, about 50% first pitch strike.
Changes the mood of the whole day, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, and obviously anybody can look them up. But when he goes and changes the at bat to getting ahead, I mean, the numbers work in his favor. He doesn't give up a lot of hits right now because he's nasty and has walked too many guys. So they're gonna even themselves out.
One ball, two strikes on the rookie Dustin Harris. Got him to chase a splitter, and Sasaki with his 4th K. For more on Roki, down to Kenny.
Guys, you mentioned that this is quite an unusual performance for him based on what we've seen so far. You mentioned the command. Well, also, the rap on Sasaki has been no third pitch to go with the 4-seam fastball and the split. Today, he's thrown 20 sliders. That's the most we've seen. It's as much as he's used any pitch today. And finally, the velocity, it's picked up the last inning.
Higashioka gets it by Betts, and he's been his kryptonite today. He's got the 2-run home run, and now he's got a single. Those are the 2 hits that Texas has, both courtesy of their catcher. These mistakes in the biggest games, and so he put it on pause. As Taveras flies this ball to left center field, Pages the call. Conforto there as well, and he's got it. 2 out. Even when he put it on pause, though, he told some people with the Dodgers, he said, for now, this offseason, we're going to start this again when I've got a little more time to do this the right way, not cram and take as many ground balls as I can every single day. We're going to do this again, and he's going to do what he loves most, and that is tackle a big challenge that people don't think he's capable of. 2 out for 6 and better. Pop fly, left center field. Here comes Conforto. He's there, and that's the inning. Just the one big swing against Sasaki today, who's through 5, and the guy that into the 6th for the first time. Corey Seager takes strike 1.
And I think this is huge. I know the Dodgers want to win a lot of baseball games, but they also got to develop be okay with 5 innings.
Seager cracks this one in the air to center field, but he gets under it. Andy Pages, 1 out. And the whole idea, and this is going back, as the game has changed a couple decades, has been trying to present innings.
And I would say this.
That's a walk for Smith.
The same narrative goes, just because you get more rest doesn't mean that's going to be safer for you either. That's an easy thought to have, but if you're a max effort, get after it type nation.
To short on a bounce for Betts. There's Edman for 1. There's the double play, and there's 6 innings for Roki Sasaki for the first time in the big league.
ドジャースのスーパースター大谷翔平が父親になったという朗報が日本中を駆け巡った。ロサンゼルスに残り、最愛の妻田中真美子さんとの間に第一子となる女の子を迎えたことを自身のインスタグラムで報告し、全世界のファンから祝福の嵐が巻き起こっている。チームにとっても、そして日本野球界にとっても記念すべき瞬間であり、まさに歴史に残る大ニュースとなった。一方、大谷不在の中、チームはテキサスレンジャーズとの第2戦に臨み、残念ながら黒星を喫することとなった。しかし、その中でも希望の光を放ったのが、若き剛腕、佐々木朗希である。この試合で先発を任された佐々木は、堂々たるピッチングで圧巻の存在感を見せつけた。6回を投げ、被安打はわずか2本。奪三振4。特筆すべきはスライダーの切れ味である。今季これまで以上に鋭さを増し、まるで打者の手元で消えるかのような変化球に、相手打者たちは次々と翻弄された。その制球力も素晴らしく、ストライク先行のピッチングで試合のリズムを完全に掌握した姿は、まさに日本が誇る怪物投手にふさわしい風格であった。さらに守備でもチームを救う大ファインプレーが飛び出した。外野のアンディ・パエスが放った一つのプレーが、この試合最大のハイライトと言っても過言ではない。レンジャーズの主砲、コーリー・シーガーが放った打球は、誰もがホームランと確信する弾道でスタンドに向かって飛んでいった。しかしその瞬間、パエスがフェンス際で高くジャンプし、 奇跡的なタイミングでボールをキャッチ。スタジアムは歓声と驚きに包まれた。あの一瞬の判断力と身体能力の融合はまさに守備の芸術であり、彼の名を一躍全国区に押し上げるプレーとなった。ドジャースは試合に敗れたとはいえ、佐々木の好投とパエスのスーパーキャッチという希望の光が輝いた一戦となった。特に佐々木にとっては、これまで苦しんだ登板を払拭する内容であり、メジャー初勝利も間近に迫っていることを強く印象づけた。大谷翔平というチームの柱が一時離脱する中、若手たちが奮起している姿に、ドジャースの底力と未来への可能性を感じずにはいられない。そして何より、日本のファンにとっては、佐々木朗希が世界最高峰の舞台で着実にステップアップしていることこそが最大の喜びであり、誇りでもある。かつての大谷がそうであったように、次世代のスターが今まさに羽ばたこうとしているのだ。これから先、大谷翔平の復帰はもちろんだが、佐々木朗希の一挙手一投足からも目が離せない。日本野球界の未来を背負う2人の才能が交差するドジャースの戦いは、今後ますます注目を集めるに違いない。感動と興奮に満ちた試合の数々を見逃さないよう、ぜひチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。